B lane, or is it in the roam?
Arlet, Lutpi, will there be a switch? Yeah, Keyboy eat it.
Yep, looks like it's gonna be Arlet on Lutpi. This guy's known for Arlet. A lot of great final slashes. A big reason why he is the player of the week in week number 1. But can he replicate that kind of performance against the newfound team of RRQ, the rebuilding RRQ? They completely stomped them in game number 1. Let's see the statistics from the draft. Early to mid-game potential for both teams is actually quite high, still favors towards RRQ. But that control ability from FANATIC, ONIC, they excel with the CCs and gotta watch out for it. But now, it is going to be a big question from Rex Regulum K on RRQ Hoshi. Is it a true rebuild? Can they finally topple the Sky Kings from their own domain? Can they stop the streak of the MPL wins? It is going to be RRQ Hoshi versus FANATIC ONIC.
Will it be the rookies shining again in
Mobile
game
Legends.
2, or will the legends be able to equalize? Ladies and gentlemen, let's witness and find out.
It's gonna be a Julian up against a Nolan, so already quite an interesting development. When it comes to pure playmaking potential, I think Sisujin has a bit of an edge right here. But Albert, we know the man has potential, but with Keyboy being on the Edith now, can he enable? Because you're seeing a lot of the attention actually move towards the gold laner here instead of the mid lane. That means that Wins most likely will have an advantage due to the level 2 power spike of the Lo Yi.
But yeah, once again, it is CW on the kind of a losing lane against a Roger. Gotta watch out for that first skill. If it connects, then it is gonna be a lot of damage, man. A single combo is gonna be like half HP or so. But emblems by InHome, by Telkomsel, Rashi, anything stands out?
Well, first of all, let's see how this plays out. CW forced to back away. But the emblems, no Festival of Blood built by Dyron. So I'm fully expecting a War Axe to try and help out with the sustain. And he has the agility to match the rotations. And on top of that, Skylar with the thrill with the Master Assassin and the Assassin emblem. He wants to get full control in that lane. So this might be a switch up from RRQ. They played along with the EXP lane a strong side in game number 1. Now they might flip it and play for the gold lane.
I saw that flicker coming, man. But that is a good play from Rins, though, because like if he didn't flicker, he might get punished.
Yeah, either Keyboy was two-heading him, right? Like bait the flicker and bait it, or yeah, I think it's a good start here for, I guess, FANATIC ONIC for that first turtle setup with Rins not having that flicker.
Well, the mind games begin here when you spam the Earth Shatter again and again. That's a quick take, by the way, by RRQ.
That's wild.
But again, when Keyboy spams the Earth Shatter at nothing again and again, it's only a matter of time before one of those turns into a flickered Earth Shatter. That is how the Edith operates. So Rins kind of tries to read into it, forced to use the flicker, but you know, better safe than sorry, I guess. But look at this diversion play!
Oh my god! Now you see him, now you don't again. The innovators doing work. Keyboy though will find Rins. Sitsujin quite able there. He's able to get out. So again, the mid duo in the mid and roam doing work.
Man, it's still a W, even though there's a trade there towards Rins. It's a purple buff plus Albert. Hasn't that so far been wild, though, Keyboy?
I'm offended.
Oh my god!
Will do harm on towards Keyboy. He committed the flicker as well, and that's an L. Albert now caught as well. 2v1. Oh, reverse damage is there. Sujin picks up the Hunter Strike as well.
That was a flicker. Don't know Wolfking from Edith. This guy, when you talk about aggression, he is flickering even without the ultimate on the Ruby, man. What a great fit for RRQ if they want to go for these early game strats. Now Sisujin is level 7 and Albert is level 5. They're completely trying to deny his jungle, and look at him. Going into the jungle, not fighting anything when the diversion comes in.
Blazing duet on towards Dog Tyler. All will fall. As now, let's see, FANATIC ONIC looking for a trade. CW gets taken down. As Dyron caught airborne. Dyron so sustainable enough to get out. Sitsujin looking for a kill on towards Lutpi. Has damage. Recruit Vickers out, and FANATIC ONIC finally find a favorable trade.
Yeah, kind of like deja vu in game number 1. They were finally get a winning trade. But man, oh man. First ever diversion that's kind of like went nowhere there for RRQ. Rins gotta be a bit more careful next time.
Definitely. When it comes to the engagement there, RRQ need to make sure they're the ones who start first. But fortunately for them, they'll be available for this next fight. And I don't know if they spot out Keyboy there, but he'll be backing away. And look at Dyron, trying to be a wall once more, but is he tanky enough? He's not a Thamus, and he does not run the Vengeance.
See it all, the setup here. Poked by FANATIC ONIC. Arlet. The damage is enough. All calls. Now technically FANATIC ONIC can't really fight Sandsflickers out of the way. Fnatic ONIC, they will concede the turtle area.
And again, Sans on the Zask Arashi. The potential of this guy is just pretty limited, especially when he's rocking that flicker once again against an Edok, against a Tyrant. It is very dangerous for him to be playing like this anymore.
Ooh, diversion playing. No one there though. Now let's see here. Keyboy finds a turtle. Placing the wedge to follow it up. Now Edok caught in the no man's land. Flickers out of the way. CW is still there though. Will not force the fight. Instead, they will move on towards the mid. Concealed play by Edok. Hana Slash does not connect. As Fnatic ONIC again, they see a no opening. So yeah, they will concede again on the pressure on towards that mid lane.
Great move by Keyboy to somehow find a steal onto that turtle. But that was a creative approach by RRQ as well. Using the diversion for vision, sending out Edok and Dyron as kind of a zoning tool.
Oh.
Now it's back to the waiting game though, and Fnatic ONIC are always on their toes because they know at any moment a diversion play can happen. With Dyron picking up the War Axe though, now he has actually the sustain. In the previous team fight, he was so low because he was trying to heal up from the turtle, but without a festival of blood, it's not enough. With the War Axe, he's gonna be a legitimate threat here in the midst of a long fight.
Yep, MPL Indonesia Season 14, new record, first Savage by Sutsujin, the Satsujin. It's actually the first Savage since Suns for a jungler in Season 8. Ooh, now Keyboy, concealed play, didn't really convert to anything, but Fnatic ONIC.
Flicker, final slash on towards wins! CW finds the mark. Now Edok will concede and back away. Sutsujin though, in the backside looking for a cover as CW claims a double.
Oh my god!
Lookpi finds Sutsujin, and that is Fnatic ONIC winning another Grey Iron in a 4-man rotation. Oh, will fall. Sam secures it, and that is again Fnatic ONIC showing up.
Never count out on Fnatic ONIC on this kind of situation. They somehow make a lightning quick pickoff in the mid lane, knowing the weakness. But Arashi, Skylar at the time. Oh, wait a minute.
Diversion. Bryn Tyler, enough burst, and Skylar will secure the kill. You snooze, you lose.
Immediate trade back there, and look at the play. Skylar going to try and take the turret without minions, but it won't be available just yet. No mid turret for the side of RRQ, so for Fnatic ONIC, they've equalized in the gold deficit, at least better than earlier. It was at almost 2k, but with the turret taken by RRQ, they're still having the macro pressure. Big team fight once more for the mutual objectives. ONIC in the first move.
Yep, Dyron here, practically half HP. Sutsujin, oh, with the flicker penalty zone, finds Lookpi, and now they fight. Edok secures Albert, and one by one, Fnatic ONIC members will fall. Skylar secures the kill, blazing the wedge! Keyboy secures it, Edok caught, CW, and Keyboy will find it again. It's an equal trade, 3 for 2, but the Newt falls to RRQ.
And also, Fnatic ONIC will get a turret as well, so I think this is a bit favorable towards Fnatic ONIC at the end of the day. CW with a clutch blazing duet once again.
Looking at the grand scheme of things, Albert is getting taken out a lot in these games. And if they really want to play for massive moments at the Lord Pit later on, you gotta be careful about this. They have to try and make Albert, let him catch up to Sutsujin, because look at the gold difference right here. About 1,500 gold difference. And when it comes to levels, I believe he's about 2 or 3 levels ahead already from Albert. So with 70 seconds to go, it's the waiting game once more, where Fnatic ONIC are still waiting around, concerned about the potential diversion play. And you can see that in the purple buff, there's some escorting being done here. They got Albert once, they don't want to let that happen once more.
Yeah, and so far, RRQ 1k gold lead, a solid lead. Just like this new free skin with every purchase of limited edition Benedetta. Electro Final Katana you can get in UBS Gold / or X Mobile Legends Bang Bang, a collab with MPL Indonesia Season 14. Get yours at ubslifestyle.com. But back into the game, right now, ONIC is setting up a trap.
Dyron now, sandbagging. Immobilize CW.
Oh, wow.
Use at the BM, my good read there by Fnatic ONIC.
Interesting. I think if they committed towards the Tersla, they would have actually gotten it, but somehow they see the bigger picture, Rashi.
Seems like for RRQ, that's a weird play to send Dyron alone into the bush when they are just so close to each other. But I guess they were concerned about some combo plays being made. Lethal taken by Sutsujin though, so Vision will expose Fnatic ONIC playing still for that Lord. This is the moment of truth though, and looking at the level gap, it's only 1 level for Sutsujin. Albert is getting closer and closer, but he's still quite far from that next level. And they're giving the EXP in the lane to Sutsujin still. They're trying to get level 14 and get a guaranteed steal.
See, you know, I'm offended on towards Lookpi. The damage is there, but Lookpi is sustainable enough. He will flicker out, but Tyrant secures it. CW with the blazing duet. He is ice cold. Now Keyboy with the engage loses immortality, but Fnatic ONIC, they found 2.
Again, CW, when you need him the most, he performs out of nowhere, blazing duet. Meanwhile, though, diversion play.
See, Rin sits again. Oh, CW is there. Now P-Boy looking for the airborne. Now he duck and Rins secures it. Sutsujin though will find Sans. That's Fnatic ONIC. They are ready as well. And that is it. Dairon and Sutsujin are the last one standing.
Wait, they're gonna be too low. P-Boy makes the play 1v1.
Almost. But Sutsujin is there, and he will take the kill.
What a chaotic game we have in our hands. Albert, though, will get to go for his purple, but look at the play from RRQ. Immediately doubling down onto this Lord take, and they do have the diversions to come there faster. Sans will take a bit longer. Can RRQ take it down before Lutpi makes a play?
Yep, penalty zone on towards Lutpi, though. Dynamic will be there to burst him down with Rins in the fray. Now, Fnatic ONIC, how are they going to retake this? It's 5v4. Albert is there. Will he be able to find the opening, though?
Oh, Duck.
Yep, Duck immobilizes. He secures the Lord, and that will be all, though. Sans secures Duck. Dairon out caught. No flicker. Keyboy is there, and Sans claims the double. Mid, Sutsujin Skylar.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, what a reflex there by Albert.
Oh man, good thing he took that skill. He knew that something might be up in the bushes and actually goes for that, I don't know what the name is, enhanced chain or sword at the time? Sword. Yeah, good play by Albert.
Gives you an invulnerable state, so Albert will be able to get out of that situation alive. But with the First Lord falling to the hands of RRQ, it could be the tool that RRQ requires to swing the balance in their favor. When it comes to the big team fight, CW is definitely a massive problem, and they haven't really found a solution to try and stop him just yet. It's still going to be the waiting game, the setup game though, and it always favors RRQ just because of the diversion possibilities. You can see Fnatic ONIC respect it, and they're already corralling around their own base, afraid to move up just in case the play does happen. Looking at the in-game equipment, Wind of Nature completed for CW. That could be a great outplay tool to be used against Sutsujin. And for Sans, Divine Glaive, Glowing Wand to reduce the healing. He might be going for a Lightning Truncheon once more. He does have it. So the burst damage onto Rins, onto Sutsujin and Skylar needs to be kind of taken into consideration as the I'm Offended has already been used.
Nope. Let's see here, the Lord at top lane. It's still an early Lord though. So yeah, Fnatic ONIC will take care of it, no problem. RRQ now, what will they go for here? Will it be I'm Offended? Will it be a diversion play? Fnatic ONIC though, they won't be able to defend this mid-inner turret.
That was a good scout coming in from Sans in that bush, knowing that, you know, Edok might spend that I'm Offended to kind of check the bushes, and when the I'm Offended is gone, there's pretty much no like big threat towards like an immediate turret defense, and that way Fnatic ONIC were able to defend that one quite easily. But don't forget to check out this one, Oraibo, partnering with MPL Earbuds number 4. Get it right now in the website.
So no really macro advantages when it comes to the base turrets just yet for RRQ. They go in Keyboy though.
Yep, Keyboy has the immortality though.
Oh my god!
The ultimate! Lutpi! Final slash onto his suit. Dairon to cancel it out. But Lutpi finds a kill. Edok low. And Albert will find and secure that kill. It's a 2-for-1 favoring ONIC.
Dairon! That was a clutch penalty.
Diversion play. Rins and Tyler is up there. Albert will fall in the hands of Rins. Sutsujin finds a killing spree.
Albert and Sans off the map for 30 seconds. Skylar goes for the turret right here. Is this too greedy though? Rins is low, everyone is low. RRQ, I think they're gonna back away and go for the Lord right here with 2 members down. Fnatic ONIC, they forgot about that diversion. It hasn't been used in so long. It completely slipped their minds.
Oh man, I mean it makes sense if you forgot it. Even I forgot, man. I was trying to say something there, but out of nowhere. You can never sleep when Rins is on the diversion, and once again, he tried to do it just to get some distance there for Skylar and the crew to clear the lane. My goodness, 3K goal lead for RQ. They might do it here, man. The improbable upset against Fnatic ONIC.
You're even seeing the adjustments in the team fight as well. CW no longer allowed to do as he pleases with that blazing duet. He is already at full item, so the damage is definitely tangible here in the Land of Dawn. But Skylar himself, with the Endless Battle, with the Malefic War, Windtalker, Wind of Nature, and Great Dragon Spear, he does not have the burst damage, but he has a lot of DPS if he's left to his own devices. So that is something that they gotta be careful about. Let's look at that pressure coming in from Sutsujin.
Yep. Lord, watching the bottom side of the map here, and RRQ, they're looking for that opening, looking for the big haymaker to end the series. Let's see, will they find it? Mid turret will fall as penalty zone and Substitute will find Lookbeat. He flickers out. Now Dyron and Friends, they are looking to prioritize the top side. Albert though is on it and will be able to defend it. And RRQ will be satisfied in taking 2 base turrets down.
Oh man, I thought it was going to be a pick-off, but the strategy is still the same, Arashi. It's a pick-off towards Ludpi, which is kind of like the most vulnerable, in a sense, hero from Fnatic ONIC. It is very, very tanky, but you know, he's always there scouting the front line, Keyboy being the second frontliner instead of Ludpi.
With the concealed play and the flicker stunned up, final slash committed. Dyron now in trouble and taken down. Placing the wedge to the front side. Silent for CW down and Albert is low. Trying to escape, but Ludpi and Keyboy and Sans is wrecking the members of RRQ. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Royal Derby.
It's looking so good until it wasn't. The engage was failed, but they followed through with it anyways. No minions available, so ONIC are able to hang on to that final base talent on the top side. The game definitely still favors the side of RRQ. Let's take a look at the replay here by our official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy series. It was a diversion play with a penalty zone, but Iron was just taking too much damage. They stopped CW, they take him out, and Sutsujin was able to actually do a lot of damage in the back. But Ludpi in the late game on the Arlet is definitely an absolute menace, with no real way to melt him down as reliably as they have been. You're seeing RRQ experiment. They've been engaging with the Ammo Pendant. They've been engaging with Rins, just throwing out spells to try and proc the Yin Yang effect. But then, right there, they tried to go for the penalty zone play to try and change it up, to try and confuse Fnatic ONIC. Now it's back to a Lord fight though. And on the top side, I think the wave is pushing for RRQ, so Fnatic ONIC, there's a sense of urgency here.
You can see the build, Tarashi, that safety builds, Skylar on a Wind of Nature, the Queen's wings, the Winter Crown spoiled by a lot of players here. Ooh. So the stake is high. One mistake can pretty much, like one pickoff can change the course of the game at this point. It is the 18th minute with only 3k gold lead on RRQ. The advantage is still on them, but Fnatic ONIC has been able to find a way and exploit some weaknesses from RRQ's comp. But look at where Claude is at, Arashi.
Just in case, waiting around to try and clear. And you saw Sutsujin kind of waiting around to maybe try and capitalize on it. He'll be going to his purple buff though, and CW shows Dyron can go for an engage right here.
Oh no! Penalty zone on towards 2 though. Now Dominization descent popped as well. Now in the backside, now CW joining the fray. Sally looking to grab more life as all winners Runton finds nothing as the Lord will be taken out by Sutsujin. Dyron will fall. Sans and as well as Skylar here, the front side as Ludpi will lose his immortality. Keyboard with the flicker finds Sutsujin, but the follow-up damage there as Albert and Sans will recollect.
It is a W for RRQ. At that time, one Lord, but that was a really interesting decision by Tyron, just trying to zone away the members. Fnatic ONIC with the penalty zone. They did get the Lord, but Fnatic ONIC make a quick work out of it. So who won in the end?
I think RRQ won. They deny Fnatic ONIC the chance to take a Lord and equalize on the neutral objectives. They get the base tower on the top side, by the way, that fell in the middle of that engagement. And now with some empowered waves still available, they have a chance to make a play that's decisive. Ludpi won't be on the map for another 7 seconds, but he will be there for the next fight. I think we're looking at a potential diversion play once more. That has to be the next main catalyst, because we've seen everything in between. The penalty zone, the I'm offended. If they go for a full-on 1-2 back team fight, I feel like Fnatic ONIC have caught up enough to actually match RRQ. It all comes down to how well can RRQ set up and burst down one member from the side of Fnatic ONIC.
Yeah, you just reminded me, Rashi, that RRQ, all of their mid turret is still intact, still healthy, no damage whatsoever taken from those turrets. So it is gonna be hard for Fnatic ONIC to play the long lane, or we play the macro. And RRQ right now, it's definitely their game to lose with this much ways to get around the players of Fnatic ONIC, the diversion, as you mentioned, Arashi, even the peel from Edok, even the engages from Tyron and Edok, there's still a lot of cards that RRQ is going to show in this point of a game.
The last thing RRQ wants to do is risk everything on a single risky play, maybe with the diversion, and have it all implode in their faces. They're playing it safe, they're playing it patient. They know that they have the base advantage, and they're making great use of it. They're really not showing anything at all, and they're not walking separately at all either. It's just a very calm and calculated approach right here. You see some items being shifted around for Dyron and for Edok, because we kind of forced to kind of be the main front line. But for Fnatic ONIC, there's just a lot more damage available, especially in these situations where there's gonna be scouting available.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, hang on a minute. I thought something was happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, for Sans, he can just keep scouting around with the Nightmare Respawns. It's relatively safe, and it's gonna be doing a lot of damage over time here. So that is what RRQ is kind of trying to avoid, right? They're just holding on to make a big decisive engage happen when they have the chance. They don't want to go back and forth and dance around with ONIC, because that is exactly what ONIC wants.
Oh man, at the calm before the storm. Everyone is just waiting for the Lord. And now I always say that an experienced team is always showing their true claws in the late game. But right now RRQ is a very young team against a very experienced team. Can they actually make it? Two rookies in the mid lane, Edok and Rince, up against Keyboy and Sans, a very seasoned member of FANATIC ONIC, two-time MSC champion. This is gonna be a story to remember if they're able to win it. But right now, FANATIC ONIC has the map.
Yep, we have the Lord here. Edok, oh, good knock up there, and the damage is there. 6-2 low. Edok flickers out as Albert will take the immortality down. Edok, will he find it? TW the backside loses immortality and his life as well. That's a trade 1-for-1 as Lutfi now running for the hills, and 6-2 is there to find the assassination. Keyboy will not be able to save his immortality. Tyler, the damage is definitely there, and he will claim the unstoppable.
Rince with a winning crown! Gets Lutfi on the top lane. Now it's a 4v2, Albert and Sans. Can they defend against 4 members of King of Kings?
Yep, the damage is there. 30 seconds for CW. Can they delay? Rinz, Skylar, and Dyron Sutsujin looking for the end. Penalty zone on towards Albert. The damage is there. The place wide open. The rookies, they have made it.
They have done it! Who would have thought, man? The new addition.